All right, welcome back to Pump. This is your first time with us. You're online. Thanks so much for being here. If your first time in class, whenever you come in, I'll have all the equipment you need on the board up here, movements we have for the day, as well as if you're online, you can find all of that underneath the video you're watching right now. So go ahead and check that out and get your space set up. A little bit about this class. We'll have a 6-minute warm-up. I should learn how many minutes the workout is. I actually have no idea. I calculated it like a million years ago. Now I can't actually remember. Tough math, you know. Let's see if we can 16-minute workout-ish. And then about 10-minute cool down at the end. We'll send you on your way. Today we have kettlebell and/or dumbbell, medium weights, as well as a mat. If you don't have those, don't worry, I'll give you different alternatives. I started talking about other stuff, so I forgot. Format for this class is we have 4 rounds total. Each round consists of 2 movements that we'll superset 4 times. What that sounds like is we'll do movement 1 for 30 seconds, right into movement 2 for 30 seconds. That's 1 set. We'll repeat that movement 1 right into movement 2. That's the second set. Do 4 sets. You'll get 1 minute rest, and we'll move on to the next round. Movements today, kettlebell swings. Left it open. It's up to you which version you want to do. If you want to go into that full overhead kettlebell swing, okay, or if you want to stay a little bit lower and just kind of let that weight, as much power as you get from the lower body, determine where that weight's going, okay? Remembering with that, whenever we're doing that kettlebell swing, most of that power we want to come from the lower body, okay? A lot of times we tend to overly use the upper body for this movement where we want to focus on really utilizing those glutes, powering forward with those hips, okay? So when we're coming back, we're hinging back and then pushing forward, okay? I'll be going around if you have any questions when we're doing that one, but just really be intentional, okay? Load the glutes, push those hips forward. That's what's moving the weight out in front of us. Unless you're doing the American version, then you're using the upper body to lift it completely up overhead, all right? If you are doing that version, don't let the weight swing back behind, crack you on the back of the wrist. Be really strong holding onto that handle. If you're at home, for that one, feel free to just do like squat jumps, okay? Just working on that hip hinge motion that we have, or those Romanian deadlifts that we've been doing. Either one of those is totally a great option. Next movement we got is standing oblique squeezes. So for this one, basically you're just putting the weight in one hand, and we're doing a stretch and a contraction, okay? So one thing that people tend to get wrong a lot, let's say I'm holding the weight in my right hand. When I'm going down, a lot of people think they're working the side that's holding onto the weight, okay? You're working the opposite side that's holding onto the weight, okay? So as you're going down, you're stretching the obliques here, then you're contracting, pulling those obliques, getting that flex, okay? And then going back into that stretch. With that one, be sure to keep those hips squared. We don't want to be those hips popping out just to move further. It's not that we need a lot of range of motion, okay? It's just a range of motion through the stretch through those obliques. Come back through, find that squeeze. Watch those hips in the mirror. For that one, if you're at home, you can do the heel taps if you want, or you can still do that same movement if you even have like a wall or something to hold on to that can give you some kind of a resistance, okay? Doesn't need to be a lot. Next one we got are the height jumps. So remembering with height jumps, basically, we're stepping into a jump and then jumping up as high as we can in that jump, okay? With that, be intentional. We don't want to let the knees cock in, okay? Make sure they're staying in line with those toes as you're getting ready to jump. As well as on that landing, land soft. Don't land weight on the front of your toes, okay? If you do, all that weight's going right into those knees. Could create some knee issues, some knee pain. So when you come down from a jump, load back into those hips, into those glutes, okay? And with that one, alternating your step each time. So if you step in with your right foot to jump, that next step, you're just stepping in with that left foot to jump, okay? Next one we got, that one's superset with mountain climbers into a push-up or a jump-in. It's up to you on what you want. You can do all of one. You can make a ratio between the 2 or the 3, okay? Mountain climbers, remember, we're down in that plank position, driving those knees up. Push-up, normal push-up, coming down, pressing back up. The jump-ins, jumping the feet in, and then jumping the feet back out. With the jump-ins, keep the weight on the hands. Put too much weight on the feet, puts a lot of pressure into that knee, okay? Maintain control. You can also step 1 foot in, 1 foot out at a time. Next one, animal pose jump-throughs. So we haven't done this one yet this session. Well, I'll do it together real quick just because sometimes it can get a little bit confusing. We'll come down onto all fours, hands, knees, and feet. Once you're here, lift those knees just slightly up off the ground. I'm going to run out of space. So from here, I'm going to start with the left. So left foot comes up outside that left hand. Lift that left hand. Kick that right foot through. Squeeze the scapula together, okay? Hold. This foot should be flat on the ground. Flexing this quad, okay? You're controlled, and then reverse it. Foot comes back under, hand comes down, foot comes back. Opposite side, step that right foot up, lift that right hand, kick that left foot through, flex the scapula, flex that quad, stay braced, reverse it. Foot comes back under, hand comes down, feet comes back. As you get more comfortable with it, it's called jump-throughs because you can start to jump and flow and move pretty quickly through that movement. Feel free to start slow with it, get that movement down, okay? You're right. A lot of moving parts going on there. Don't move the foot and lift the hand at the same time and go down, you know? Next one we got on there is going to be toe touches. I warned you with that cat gif. You see him? Did you all see the cat? The butt cat, but no? Okay. The buff cat. So basically, toes are up. Remember, anytime we're doing the core exercises, that low back, press flat into the ground. That's what keeps that core active. So from here, you're just coming up to do a tap, okay? You don't have to get all the way to your foot or to your ankle. It's a misconception. Just be really intentional about that core is what's pulling you up, okay? Try not to have too much of the momentum moving you through that. Next movement we got, star jump supersetted with burpees. So with this one, you can pick your own ratio as well. You can do all of one, all of the other, or you can mix it up a little bit. As far as the ratio, like I said, you can do whatever you want. Star jumps is rough. So star jumps, feet are starting basically close together. You're coming down, tapping on the ankle, jumping up, opening, coming back down, close, landing soft, okay? If you want to get rid of the impact or the jump, you can keep them here, and you can kind of come up to here and then go right back down, okay? You can get rid of that jump portion of it. Burpees. Well, yes. Okay. I feel like I never show burpees. I'm like, everybody knows a burpee, but maybe I should start showing them. I don't know. So burpee, you're coming down onto the ground, jumping back in, coming up. On those, make sure you're keeping, yes, you can add a push-up at the bottom, or you can add an extra jump at the top if you want. Biggest thing with those, just like the jump-ins, as you get tired, we tend to lose that control. So really be sure to keep the weight forward on the hands. If you put all that weight onto the feet when they jump in, that angle, all that pressure is going right into the knee. So weight stays on the hands, okay? It makes it harder, which you would love, right? But it's going to protect our knees long term. And then that last one we have is the stance jacks. Feet starting together, jump out, go down to either the knee, shin, or the ankle, back to center. Jump out, tap, center. Okay, moving through that one. Feel free to start slow with it. Any questions before we get moving? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, anyway, there's always the third row, so you can always scoot forward. Free up some more space. Everybody can scoot out. Appreciate it. Yeah, get a back of a hand right across the cheek is not great. All right, starting with those jumping jacks. Remember, stay braced. Only about 40-50% effort here. We're not overly pushing yet. If you want to minimize that impact to start, you can be right here. Don't have to actually have those jumps in there. Or if you have weak ankles, right? That's talking to me. I wasn't saying she had weak ankles. I have the weak ankles. Air squats, pushing those hips back and down, knees stay in line with those toes. Remember to keep those glutes on. Weights even on those feet, left to right, front to back. Marches, going to drive that knee up in front. Try to remember to use that core on that knee lift. Keep that bracing, don't let that brace go. Lunges, alternating. Weight still even on that front leg. Knees in line with that toe. Good job. Keep that glute loaded. Arch of that foot strong. Stay braced. Don't let that glute shut off. Arm circles. Full range of motion. Remember here, we don't want to rotate the chest. Keep it squared. Move the range of motion of the shoulders. Reverse. Inchworms into push-ups. Don't round the low back, bend the knees to get in that position. You can do a few push-ups in a row into a longer stretch, or you can do one-to-one. It's up to you. Jumping jacks, round 2 of the warm-up, picking up that tempo, starting to move a bit quicker, maybe closer to 60, 70% effort. Stay braced. Air squats. Even though we're picking up the tempo of that movement, we're still controlling it. Glutes on. Weight even on those feet. Knees in line with those toes. Arches of those feet are strong. If you feel your toes coming up at all, you're leaning a little bit too far back. If you feel your heel coming up at all, leaning a little too far forward. Marches. Remember, be intentional about that core here. Use that core, get a little core squeeze. Each knee drive. Lunges. You can add that twist for that thoracic rotation if you want. If you are, you're twisting towards the knee. That's in front. So if your left knee's in front, twisting to the left. Everything else is still the same. Glutes strong. Glutes are engaged. Foot arches strong into the floor. Balance and control. Arm circles. Reverse. Stay braced. Inchworms into those push-ups. Don't round that back. Bend those knees. Take a break. 1 minute. And we're starting that workout. So I'm gonna get a drink. Actually, I'm gonna grab some Kleenex if you run out. those kettlebell swings, either option, okay? American or Russian version. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Remember to stay braced, hinge those hips backward, load the glutes, and the pushing the hips forward is what's pushing that weight up. Good job. Nice job. Nice. Weight still stays even on those feet. Keep those glutes engaged the whole time. Obliques. Weight goes into one side, okay? Whatever side you're holding it on, stretching that opposite side. Feel that stretch. Squeeze, really contract over. Feel that flex. Keep it engaged through the stretch. Good job. Keep those hips squared. Don't bend forward. Stay up. Kettlebell, back into it. Remember which side you just did because you're doing the next side. Next step. Glutes stay engaged the whole time. Remember, with that weight, you don't need to go down super far. You don't need to get all the way down to the knees. Obliques. Opposite side. Find that stretch. You can use the hands. So my hands are always here. Make sure you can actually feel that muscle activating, squeezing, flexing. Slow, controlled squeezes. This movement's not about speed, it's about control, constant tension. Kettlebell swings, back into it. Glutes should be on the whole time. Don't let those shoulders round forward. Stay braced. Obliques. Keep those shoulder blades back and down. Don't collapse here. Up, stand up and tall. Kettlebell swings. Nice job, y'all. Last set. Those glutes should be on. Pelvic floor should be up and in. That core should be strong. Scapula stay back and down. Power from the hips, from the glutes. Obliques. Last one. Take a break. Woo. Tired core. Nice job, y'all. If you're standing on a mat for the height jumps, just be careful. If you drag that foot at all, they'll want to catch you a little bit on that step into that jump. So you can use the mat. Just be careful to get that foot. Don't drag that foot. 15 seconds. We're into those high jumps. Supersetted with your own ratio. mountain climber, push-up, jump-ins. Any ratio you want with those. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. You got the step in, and explode up, land soft, remember? Don't land into those knees. Keep those hips back and down, nice. And don't break any of our lights. Watch this. Job, get up, get up, get up. Switch, mountain climber, push-up, jump in. Your own ratio. You can do 5, 5, 5, you can do 3, 2, 1. You can just stay with one the whole time if you want. If you're jumping in, keep the weight on the hands. Don't let the weight go into the feet. High jump. We're back up. Good job, land soft. Switch back down to the floor. Your own ratio. Stay braced. Weight on those hands, on those jump-ins. High jump. Halfway there, y'all. Land soft. Let those glutes load. Pay attention to that landing. Just as much of the workout is on that land. We're on the floor. Let's go. High jump. Last set, y'all. And I was trying to be nice, but nothing's getting through, so let me spell it out. A, B, C, D, E, K. Get those heels down on that landing. Work those legs. On the floor. Last one. Let's go. Stay braced. Let's go, let's go. Take a break. Ooh. Nelly. Animal pose jump throughs with those toe touches. The rage will get you through it. Remember, keep that little bit of movement. Helps you recover just a little bit quicker. On those jump throughs, the mat will try to stick on you. Just know that's potentially coming, but feel free to use it. 15 seconds. I'll be walking through the movement slow at first. Feel free to follow along with me up front until you get the hang of it. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, hands, knees, and feet. Left foot up, lift out left hand, kick, flex that quad, flex the back, reverse. Back under, hand down, foot back. Right foot up, lift that right hand, kick that left foot through. Foot under. All right, on all fours, the left foot comes up, lift that left hand, kick that right leg through, reverse, right leg back to center, hand down, back. Toe tap. Just rolling onto our back here. Feet are up. Remember, it's not a big movement. Don't need to get to those toes. Press that low back into the floor, engage the core. Really feel that core squeeze and flex you up to those feet. We don't just want reps. You want to work those muscles. Animal pose. All right, all fours. Left foot up, lifting that left hand, kick that right leg through, flex the scapula, flex that quad, reverse. Right leg back through, hand down, left foot back. Right foot up, lift that right hand, kick that left foot through, flex it, left foot comes back in, right hand down, right foot back. Toe taps. Let's go, y'all. Maintain that contact with that low back in the floor. It's a slow core contraction lift. Nice job. Pelvic floor's up and in. Don't lose that brace as you get tired. Animal pose. Woo, Nelly, halfway through. Left foot comes up, lifting that left hand. Kick that right leg through, reverse it. Nice. Right foot's up, lifting that right hand, kick that left foot through, reverse it. Don't lose that bracing as you get tired. Toe tap. Nice work, y'all. Let's go. Low back press in the floor. Really for those oblique squeeze. Abdominal by abdominal. Pulling yourself up. Pelvic floor up and in. Animal pose. Last one, y'all. Let's go. Right foot up, the right hand, kick that left foot through. Nice job. Nice job, nice job. Remember to stay braced here. Toe taps. Last one. It's not about how far you get up. You can even bend those knees as you get tired if you want. Focus on that core, engagement, lift, low back into the floor. Take a break. Nice job, y'all. One left. Full one round left. 2 movements, 4 sets, 4 minutes. You feel like it's hotter? All right, we got those star jumps to burpees. Huh? Oh, okay, no worries. Remember, keep that little bit of movement. $15 seconds. Star jumps into those burpees, y'all. Last round, best round, right? Yeah, yeah. We got this. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Star jumps into burpees. Your own ratio here. Whatever you want. Feet in and close, jump up, open, back to center. Nice. Stay braced. Weight on the hands for those burpees. Stance jacks. Feet are together. Out, tap, back to center. Out, tap, back to center. Nice. Keep those glutes on. Stay braced. Don't round that low back. Star jumps into those burpees, y'all. Let's go. Find your own tempo, whatever that is. Stance jacks. Woo, nearly. Let's go. Remember, you can go here. Get rid of that impact. Keep those glutes on. Star jumps, burpees. Don't lose that brace. Let's go. Stance jacks. Find your own tempo. Stay braced. Let's go. Star jumps. Last round, y'all. Let's go. We got this. Less than a minute. Find your tempo. Try to maintain it. Doesn't matter how quick. Stance jacks. Woo! Let's go. Find your tempo. Stay braced. Keep those glutes on. Stay with it. Let's go, let's go. Take a break. I knew we could do it. Oh. My peeps at home. Way to slay, yo. Peeps in class. Way to slay. Yeah, that's the worst. Nice job today. Nice work, yo. Nice job, Gary. Nice job. Superstar? As you're cleaning up, go and start to slow down that breathing. We're gonna get ready for that cool down and stretch. Nice work, y'all. You can make it through a day, you can make it through any class. It's always the cardio killer classes. As you're slowing down that breathing, remember, inhale in through the nose, out through the mouth. Working on slowing that breathing down. Don't have to match my pace. Don't have to match your neighbors. We had to make up for missing class Monday, you know. We did do it. On the next exhale, or whenever you're ready, feel like that heart rate is slowed. We're gonna pull that arm across. I bring this up usually at least once a session. I've gotten asked quite a few times, why do we always start with up high? Only reason is when that heart's beating so fast, you don't want your head lower than just pumping all that blood into your head. It's not pleasant. Remember at this stretch, keep that shoulder blade back and down. So it holds the arm in position for stretching the back side of the shoulder. And when you're ready, go ahead and release and switch that other side. Through all these stretches, keeping that slight brace posture, about a 2 out of 10 intensity. Keeping those breaths, stretching a little further on each exhale. When you're ready, go ahead and release. Pull that first arm behind, grab that elbow, that tricep stretch. You can bring that back hand in between the scapula. When you're ready, go and release. Switch over that opposite side. Go and release that stretch. Bring the hands behind the back. Interlock those fingers, shoulder blades back and down, chest up and open. We're going to roll that head and neck. Don't need to go to the extremes with this one. Do that nice little roll. If you find somewhere that's tight, feel free to stay there. When you're ready, go and release. Inhale up and in. On that exhale, coming down into that full floor squat, working on trying to get those heels down. If you can't quite get those heels down, that's okay. You can keep that weight forward on those hands. Every class, work your way a little bit deeper, increasing that flexibility. Once you're here, don't forget to sit up tall. If you want more inner thigh stretch, elbows to the inside of the knees, palms together, and press those palms down, opening up those hips. Even if you don't hold it, this is a great movement to throw in at least once a day. Once you have it, it helps you keep the mobility and the strength to get up and down. When you're ready, we're going to go ahead and drop it down onto all fours. We're going to move into a puppy pose. Hips staying above the knees. Arms are going to stretch out in front. Go ahead and let that chest fall, relax down to the floor. Release those scapula. Stretch through the serratus interior, through those lats. If you ever want, you can start a little forward and then pull back into that stretch. Give you a little bit more stretch through the lat and the shoulder. Want a little bit more? lat and tricep. You can pull the hands behind the head if you want. Remember to breathe. From here, we're going to go ahead and extend forward onto those elbows into the mat, dropping that body onto the ground. From here, we're going to bring the elbows directly underneath the shoulders. For this next move, we want to make sure the lower body is shut off and relaxed. You can kind of give it a little wiggle if you want, feel if it's flexed or not. And as you're ready, we're going to sit up tall. Breathe into that Sphinx pose. Stretching through that low back, through those abdominals. As that core starts to relax, that low back releases. You can always go a little bit higher with it. Remember to breathe in through the nose, down into the belly, out to the mouth. Ready, we're going to go ahead and come back down onto the mat, chest to the mat. We're going to extend that left arm out 90 degrees. Right hand comes underneath that right shoulder. We're going to lift that right ankle up, roll over to that opposite side, stretching through the shoulder, through the chest, through the torso, and through the quad. And breathe. Slowly bring it back to center. And we're gonna go over the opposite side. Extend that right arm now, 90 degrees. Left hand comes under that shoulder. We're gonna lift that left ankle up. Roll over to the opposite side, opening through the torso, finding that stretch. You're ready, go and slowly release back to center. From here, we're going to push up into a plank and walk into a downward dog. Here, focusing on pushing the chest towards the quads, keeping that low back pulled in, those hips rolled up and out. And if you want, feel free to pedal those feet, stretch between those calves. And then when you're ready, go and walk those hands into those feet. Roll back to standing. If you want to stay and continue to stretch, feel free. These stretches aren't exhaustive, but we're running out of time, so we're going to finish with those last 3 breaths. Into the nose on the way up, out to the mouth on the way down. These last breaths is a thank you to yourself for showing up today, showing your body a little bit of love, a little bit of movement, pushing yourself, getting in a workout. Nice work today, everybody. Great work. If you're with us online, thanks so much for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you just want updates of when class goes live. And don't forget, for everybody, your homework, good solid dinner, drink lots of water, and get at least those 6 hours of sleep. That homework extends until Monday, so every day. With that, have a nice night. Thank you for being here. Garrett distracted me with his head nuts.